UNESCO name is the abbreviation of the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. UNESCO works to create the condition for dialogue among civilization, cultures, and peoples, based upon respect for commonly shared values. It is through this dialogue that the world can achieve global visions of sustainable development encompassing observance of human rights, mutual respect, and the elevation of poverty, all of which are at the heart of UNESCO missions and activities. UNESCO mission is to contribute to the building of peace, the eradication of poverty, sustainable development, and intercultural, to the advance of the science and the technology, to promote the physical, educational, in support of the human and civic values. In culture, to promote an integrated approach of the preservation and valuation of the cultural and natural heritage, which reconciles the imperatives of conservation and the requirements of the development. To promote the creativity, promoting the expression of the popular culture, promoting the artistic information and the networks of formation, and contributing to the establishment of a propitious environment to the creation, the diffusion, and the protection of the words.
The history is, it was created on November 16 in 1945, after of two devastating wars. Has specialized agents of the system of the United Nations. In 1942, in the Second World War, the governments of the Europe countries that faced the Germany Nazi and his allies met in England in the Conference of the Secretaries Allied of Education, CAMA. Alpha Conference 37 of these states signed the Constitution that marks the birth of the United Nations Organization for the Education, the Science, and the Culture, UNESCO. The first meeting of the General Conference of the UNESCO is celebrated in Paris from November 19 to December 10 in 1946. There take part in her representatives of 30 governments with right to vote. In 1995, the UNESCO experienced 50 years of experience that they were celebrated in the whole world by special activities, integrated by 20 countries in the moment of his creation. The organization possesses nowadays 286 member states.
Objectives of the UNESCO are so the development of the human potential, the promotion of the universal values of freedom, dignity, and justice across an education within reach of all, of the access of all to the progress of the science and the technology, of the evaluation of the cultural heritage and the promotion of the creativity, of the free traffic of the information and the development of the communication. In education, to extend the access to the basic education and to renew his content, his methods, and his process in order that they adjust to the needs of the individual and social development. To renew to diversity and to extend the system, programs, and educational process and to give them more sensibility to the social transformation and to the perspectives of the 21st century. Promote the shared utilization and the transfer of scientific knowledge to favor a socioeconomic development that integrates the protections of the environment. To stimulate the international reflection of the ethical repercussions of the transformation that are experienced the contemporary companies, especially the related ones. Service of supervision, the hospital says. Office of Ethics, Office of Strategic Planning, Office of Financial Management, Office of Resource Management, Human Behinds, Office of Coordinations of the units of the headquarters, Department Africa, and finally Secretariat of the Prize of Promotion of the Peace Felix Hope Bogny.
The countries. The Constitution of the UNESCO, it comes into from first from 1936. The Constitution of the UNESCO, it comes into force from 1946 and is ratified by 20 states: Saudi Arabia, Australia, Brazil, Canada, Czechoslovakia, China, Denmark, Egypt, the United States of America, France, Greece, India, the Lebanon, Mexico, Norway, New Zealand, Dominican Republic, United Kingdom, South Africa, and Turkey. Structure of the committee. The General Conference consists of the representative of the state members of the organization. The General Conference determines the policy and the main lines of work of the organization. Its duty is to set programs and the budget of UNESCO. It also elects the members of the executive board and appoints every 4 years the Director General. The working language of the General Conference are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. The Cabinet. He is the board of directors of the UNESCO. It prepares the work of the General Conference award that the decisions are executed adequately. The functions and the responsibilities of the Cabinet come essentially from the Constitution and from the regulations or boards established by the General Conference, and these regulations complements itself with the resolution of the General Conference. Central Service. Secretary of the Governing Organs Office of International Procedure and Juridical Masters, THA. Service of Supervision der Hospitales, IOS. Office of the Ethnics, Office of the Strategic Planning, Office of the Financial Management, Office of Resource Management Human Beings, Office of Coordination of the Unit out of the head Department Africa, Secretary of the Peace, the Prize of Promotion, the Peace Felix Hubert Boni.